What if I told you that artificial intelligence could follow the same terrifying path as the atomic bomb? In this video, we're uncovering the eerie similarities between these two world-changing forces and what it means for our future. Humanity's quest for groundbreaking power often begins with noble intentions, to solve pressing problems or expand understanding. Yet, history reveals how such pursuits can spiral into unintended catastrophe. The development of nuclear weapons serves as a stark reminder, with unsettling parallels to the trajectory of AI. The nuclear journey began with curiosity. Early breakthroughs from Marie Curie and Albert Einstein unlocked the secrets of the atom. Einstein's equation, E = mc², revealed the immense energy within matter, promising revolutionary advancements.
The equation E = mc², in which energy is set equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy, and vice versa.
By the 1930s, quantum mechanics and nuclear physics, advanced by pioneers like Niels Bohr and Enrico Fermi, laid the groundwork for harnessing this energy. However, the looming threat of World War II shifted nuclear research from peaceful exploration to weaponization. The Manhattan Project, a secret U.S. initiative, transformed nuclear science into a race for destructive power. Brilliant minds like Robert Oppenheimer, Edward Teller, and Richard Feynman collaborated to create the atomic bomb. On July 16, 1945, the Trinity test in New Mexico showcased this power, followed shortly by the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. While these actions ended World War II, they also initiated an era of nuclear arms races, leaving humanity under the shadow of annihilation. AI's origin story follows a similar arc, born of human ingenuity and the desire to solve complex problems. The field's foundations were laid by Alan Turing's work on computation. In 1956, John McCarthy first coined the term artificial intelligence, sparking decades of exploration. At first, AI seemed unthreatening, focusing on tools to enhance human capability. Programs played chess, solved equations, and aided decision-making. However, as with nuclear energy, AI's potential grew beyond its original scope. By the early 21st century, advances in machine learning and neural networks accelerated progress. Companies like Google DeepMind and OpenAI led a new technological race, while nations like the US and China sought to harness AI for competitive advantage. Like the nuclear arms race, this competition transformed innovation into a race for dominance, with profound global implications. For nuclear weapons, the point of no return came with the Trinity test. On that July morning in 1945, Oppenheimer's somber quotation from the Bhagavad Gita marked humanity's entry into a perilous new age.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, killing over 200,000 people, confirmed the devastating potential of this technology. Instead of restraint, nations embarked on a dangerous arms race. By 1952, the US detonated the first hydrogen bomb, far deadlier than its predecessors. The Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 brought the world to the brink of nuclear war, underscoring the fragility of this new era. AI's Trinity test and point of no return is harder to pinpoint but no less concerning. Milestones like AlphaGo's 2016 victory over human grandmasters and the rise of generative models such as ChatGPT highlight AI's rapid advancement. Beneath these achievements lies a darker reality: autonomous weapons, large-scale misinformation, and vulnerabilities in critical infrastructure. But there is something that amplifies the risks of AI: its intangibility. Unlike nuclear materials, AI algorithms can be copied and shared instantly, complicating containment efforts. And we're not even talking about the recent discoveries of AI trying to prevent it from being shut down. As with nuclear weapons, competition drives AI development. Corporations like Microsoft and Google race for market dominance, while nations develop AI for military and intelligence purposes. Regulation lags far behind, leaving humanity vulnerable to the unintended consequences of unchecked innovation. The nuclear age's third act has been a tense balancing act between deterrence and disaster. Treaties like the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty and the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty have reduced arsenals, but not the existential threat. Thousands of nuclear weapons remain on high alert, susceptible to human error, technological failure, or rogue actors. AI's third act remains unwritten, but ominous signs suggest a dangerous trajectory. Military AI systems capable of autonomous lethal decisions are being tested. Financial markets face disruption from AI-driven flash crashes, while deepfakes and disinformation campaigns erode trust in democratic institutions. The specter of artificial superintelligence, systems surpassing human intelligence and operating beyond human control, looms large. The motivations driving AI development often prioritize profit and power over safety. Key players, including corporations and national programs, push boundaries without sufficient regard for long-term risks. AI, like nuclear weapons, has become a symbol of competition rather than cooperation. The nuclear age offers sobering lessons. Humanity narrowly avoided annihilation during the Cold War, often due to sheer luck. Incidents like the 1983 Soviet nuclear false alarm, where a single officer's judgment averted disaster, highlight the fragility of this balancing act. AI systems, capable of making decisions faster than humans can intervene, may leave even less room for error. Effective regulation of AI faces significant challenges. International treaties and cooperative frameworks that limited nuclear proliferation emerged after devastating wars and prolonged tension. In contrast, AI requires immediate action to prevent irreversible harm. Yet, geopolitical rivalries and corporate secrecy hinder the transparency and trust needed for meaningful collaboration.
America is the country that started the AI race, and as President of the United States, I'm here today to declare that America is going to win it.
The history of nuclear weapons demonstrates that humanity's greatest inventions can also become its greatest threats. With AI, the risks extend even further. Nuclear weapons, for all their destructive power, require human intervention to unleash devastation. By contrast, AI systems could act independently, guided by algorithms their creators may not fully understand. This makes AI a systemic risk, a force capable of destabilizing global order in ways we cannot predict. The choice before us is stark. Will AI follow the path of nuclear weapons, driven by competition and fear of falling behind? Or can we learn from history, implementing safeguards, fostering transparency, and prioritizing global cooperation over short-term gains. The lessons of the past demand humility. In 1945, the world entered the nuclear age, and with it came the ever-present threat of annihilation. In 2025, as we stand on the brink of the AI age, the decisions we make will determine whether this technology becomes a force for good or a harbinger of catastrophe. The atomic bomb changed the world forever. AI could do the same, but will it destroy us or save us? That decision is happening right